Atoll Beach. These headlines are in the daily newspaper way too often, and that is why I am here to convince you that every New Zealander must learn to swim to be safe around water. This is New Zealand, guys. It's an island. Did you know that no matter where you are 1 hour to 2 hours away from the sea at the most? Swimming is a life skill that everyone must learn. Even if you never want to swim in the water, you still need to learn, as interestingly, 34% of drownings last year occurred during water activities when the people did not intend to enter the water. Very few people realise that drowning is the third highest cause of accidental death in New Zealand, after car accidents and accidental falls. It was sad but true that 93 people died last year, most in rivers and the sea, and only 3 people died in home and public swimming pools. In order to be safe around water, people must be educated on things like boat safety, for example, wearing life jackets, and how to recognise dangers around beaches, lakes and rivers, for example, recognising rips or checking the depth of water before jumping in. When the government legislated that all pools must be fenced, the drowning rate in pools dramatically dropped. However, it will be very impractical to fence off all beaches, rivers and lakes, so we still need to learn to swim. We need to teach swimming, but not only swimming technique. We need to build water confidence, endurance and survival skills. An example of not knowing all of these was in an article recently in the Franklin newspaper. A man could swim in a pool, but when he found himself out of his depth while snorkeling in the rough sea, he started to panic and his wife had to rescue him. In New Zealand, there are heaps of awesome activities involving water, so in case you fall in, you need to know how to survive long enough for someone to come and rescue you. For me, the best thing about being able to swim is the freedom of jumping into 5-foot deep water and diving down into the coolness. Swimming is a life skill that everyone must learn, and you can really enjoy water when you know how to be safe around it. I don't want to be a headline in the newspaper. I know I won't be a headline in the newspaper. Will you?
Has your mum or dad ever woken you up in the middle of a really awesome dream, and on the way to school you think, I wonder if my dog Oscar ever has exciting dreams? Wait, can animals even dream? Well, I'll answer that later on in the speech. Sometimes people dream that they need to go to the toilet, and then when they wake up, they've already been in their bed. I've had some scary dreams, sad dreams, and exciting dreams. One of my weirdest dreams was when a giant donut crushed the earth. I was on the plane coming back from Fiji, and I saw it happening down below. Well, I could spend the whole of this speech telling you about amazing dreams that I have had, but instead I'm going to tell you a few facts about dreams that I have learnt when I looked up dream information on the internet. Did you know that we dream every night, but we forget most of our dreams? In fact, when I did my research, I found out that we forget 90% of our dreams. I also found out that we can have between 4 to 7 dreams in one night. That sounds fine to me, as long as they're not all nightmares. Amazing dream fact number 3. Every single face in our dreams will be a face that you've seen before. For example, the top criminal mastermind in your dreams could have been the guy that filled your petrol for you when you were only 6 months old. Hands up who has a pet at home. Do you have a pet, Mrs. Garrett? Well, your little cat or little fluff ball, which you call a puppy, can also dream. I wonder if cats dream of fresh fish or dogs dream of juicy bones. My dog Oscar dreams. We know he is dreaming when he is in rapid eye movement sleep. This is the part of sleep that happens just before he wakes up. His eyelids twitch and his tail swishes from side to side. This is a sign that he is dreaming. And this is the same with your pet too, unless that is, if your pet snores. Research does tell us that you cannot be dreaming while you are snoring. Whew, I'm glad I dream most nights and don't snore. Most people dream in colour, deep blues, soft greens and bold pinks. 1 or 2 people in every 30 people dream only in black and white. I have dreamt in black and white a few times. What about you? An amazing dream fact, however, is that blind people can also dream. People who are born blind don't have pictures in their dreams like we do. They see shapes and images. But people who go blind during their lifetime see the same as we do. Oh wait, since it's spelling today, I'll just give you a little tip. Did you know that dreamt is the only word in the whole of the English dictionary that finishes with MT? Wow, I never realised dream information could be so fascinating. Oh gosh, I can hear an alarm clock. Time to get up. Oh, in my case, it's time to sit down.
Imagine this. You're driving with your mum and you come across this amazing park, a humongous slide, the biggest one you've ever seen, the tallest climbing tower. Wow, you think adventure, such fun, excitement, you can't wait to play. Then you glance over at your mum. Uh-oh, what is she thinking? Danger, broken limbs, concussion, hospital visits. Have our parents become too overprotective of us? From the time we are born, we are taught many things throughout life, so that one day we'll become independent adults. It's our parents' job to help us with this mammoth task. But it seems the way children are being brought up is so different from when our parents were kids. They walked or biked to and from school. They played on the road with all the other kids in the neighbourhood and walked to the dairy by themselves. There are many children who do live close enough to school to get dropped off, but yet still get dropped off by their parents every day. Why? Because it's too wet, too cold, too far, or it's just too plain dangerous. Of course we children need protecting, but overprotectiveness can be detrimental for us. Overprotective parents are sometimes called helicopter parents because they're always hovering over us and guiding our every move. We've all heard about stranger danger, about not talking to strangers, even if they know your name, to yell for help or run. But really, what are the chances of even talking to a stranger? We're never left alone. Sometimes the only way to learn is to take risks and try things you're scared of. When I was 3, I sort of knew that bees were bad and to stay away from them. So when I saw one on the floor, I stood on it to kill it. Bad mistake. I didn't have shoes on. That bee taught me a lesson that my mother never could. Kids can also be overprotected by being constantly rescued from problems. Kids don't learn how to manage conflict on the playground, but an adult always steps in. Some parents do the kids' homework or write excuses for the children they've been too lazy to do it. Children begin to feel that someone will always be there throughout life. But is this how the real world works? So, adults, how protective should you be? If we make wrong choices, make us face consequences. Please be honest with us. Improving our self-esteem is great, but we can't all be awesome, gifted, super, and amazing all the time. It's no use telling us we're amazing singers, then we get told we sound like a screeching cat, New Zealand X Factor. Let us try things on our own. We're going to have to fall and fail sometimes. Let us experience challenges and inconvenience, just like you did when you were growing up. Overprotective parents, let's just get rid of the word over. I think that'll work.